Hello. Today I am going to talk about ID February 2001 issue. After becoming one of the most vibrant talents of the late 1990s, Raf Simons took a year-long break at the beginning of 2000. It was during that time he was asked by Terry Jones, the founder of ID magazine, if he would like to guest edit an issue. The result was this, which has become one of the magazine's most notable due to an editorial shot by Willy Vanderperre and styled by Olivier Rizzo. Let's have a look. The editorial features a mix of archival Raf Simons, Martin Margiela, Balenciaga, Helmut Lang, Louis Vuitton, Veronique Branchino, Comme des Garçons, some more Margiela. But there's also a dress by American designer Stephen Sprouse, who in 1984 injected a rock and roll sensibility into New York's fashion scene. So Sprouse's clothing echoed the minimalist shapes and silhouettes of the 1960s with a pop art color palette. He was influenced by Andy Warhol and used one of his camouflage screen prints as a textile. He also collaborated with Keith Haring, using the artist's squiggly lines on dresses. Sprouse's debut at the Ritz, which is now Webster Hall, had all the energy of a rock concert. Terry Toy, his muse, was the first out transgender model. But despite the critical accolades and the collection being carried at some of the best stores, his business was plagued by investment and production issues. In 1988, he created two diffusion lines, Sprouse and S. S was denim-based, and Rizzo used a dress from that collection in this editorial. The collection was called Hardcore 1988. In 2015, Rizzo guest edited the fall-winter issue of Document, and he used the same dress from Hardcore, but with the graffiti leggings from Stephen Sprouse's debut collection. He also included some men's pieces, making his admiration for Stephen Sprouse clear. The Spring-Summer 2016 issue of Re-Edition magazine, whose original concept was to print vintage editorials along with new ones, printed an image from the original story on the cover. But for the 40th anniversary of ID, October 2020, Vanderperre and Rizzo recreated their original cover and editorial from 20 years earlier. It was an unprecedented move in ID's history. In the story, however, vintage Stephen Sprouse was not used. Rizzo used vintage Raf Simons, creating an aesthetic overlap between both designers who drew heavily on popular culture.